Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about another important concept in our chapter, that is forestry. How our biodiversity affected by the forestry, that one we will be discuss. Forestry and natural threats. In the previous classes, intensive agriculture, what you called pollution, what you called the co-extinctions, global climate changes. Okay, like that we discussed, right? Now we are going to discuss about forestry. What is forestry? What's the problem with the forestry? We will see. There is a tendency to grow economically important and viable trees like teak, sandal, oak, sal in forest, resulting in loss of other forest trees. So we are what we are doing, we are thinking in commercialized manner. What we are developing in the forest? We are developing trees like teak, sandal, oak, sal in forest, resulting in what? Loss of other forest trees. So there is a tendency to grow economically important viable trees like teak, sandal, oak, sal in forest, resulting in loss of other forest trees. Next, natural threats. These includes spontaneous jungle fires, free, okay, tree fall. What do you call? Tree fall. So natural threats, spontaneously jungle fires. Some areas in some forests, you believe or not, very very dangerous fires, jungle fires are there. Lakhs of hectares we will lose because of these natural problems. Fire. Okay. So next one, tree fall. Another important one is what you call tree fall. Next, landslide, defoliation by insects, locust attack. Locust, recently we have a very big problem in the with the locusts. So like that, naturally, so many things are getting damaged because of these all the things. What you called loss of biodiversity. Okay, that will be different. But what are the main reasons for the loss of biodiversity? Come on, you see, forestry. There is a tendency to grow economically important and viable trees like teak, sandal, oak, sal in forest, resulting in loss of other forest trees. Loss of other forest trees. That is the one point. Next, natural. Another important thing is natural threats. What are the natural threats? Spontaneous jungle fires, tree fall, landslide, defoliation by insects, locust. They all will be attack our forest and they will damage our wanted very precious species. So that is also affecting what you call our loss of biodiversity. Affecting our biodiversity. Next, loss of biodiversity. Species have been evolving and dying out ever since in the origin of life. So species are evolving and dying, evolving and dying, evolving and dying, dying out, extinction. From where? From origin of life, since the origin of life. Evolving, extinction. Evolving, extinction. It's a normal process. But what's happening, you see, however, species are now becoming extinct at a faster rate. Species are now becoming extinct at faster rate. That is a one problem. This is destabilizing the ecological stability. Destabilizing the ecological stability and the distribution of biological diversity on the earth. So destabilizing the ecological stability and the distribution of which one? Disruption. Disruption. What do you call that is very very important. So destabilizing means no stability. So destabilizing the ecological stability and the destruction. Okay, very very important. So distribution of biological diversity on the earth. Distribution. What do you call this is? Distribution. Okay, distribution of biological diversity on the earth. Both will be affected. So distribution affected, and stability, ecological stability also affected. So because of this loss of biodiversity. What are the main reason for these all problems? So main reason for the all problems are human activities. The human activities. The humans are major reason for damaging our biodiversity. So human activities are greatly contribute to the loss of biodiversity. Human activities are greatly what you called contributing the human activities, disturbing like anything, contributing to the loss of biodiversity. Human activities are mainly reason for the loss of biodiversity. So natural resources such as land, water, and organisms are indiscriminately exploited by human beings. Land, water, organisms are indiscriminately exploited by human beings. Very dangerous. So what I am telling, the loss of biodiversity, species evolving and extinction common process, but because of man-made activities, what's happening, species are now becoming extinct at faster rate. This is destabilizing the ecological stability and the distribution of biological diversity on the earth. So human activities greatly resources such as human activities greatly contributes to loss of biodiversity. So natural resources such as land, water, organisms are indiscriminately exploited by what do you call human beings. So next important thing, according to the Convention of Biological Diversity, Convention of Biological Diversity, direct and indirect human activities, okay, very important, have a detrimental effect on biodiversity, completely damaging. So detrimental effect on biodiversity, completely disturbing the biodiversity. Direct human activities like change in the local land use, species introduction or removal, harvesting, pollution, and climatic change contribute the greater pressure on the loss of biodiversity. Greater pressure. So human activities detrimentally affects on biodiversity. The direct, indirect way. Direct activities are, what are the direct activities? Number one, change in local land use. Number two, what you call change in the local land use. Number two, what? Come on, species introduction or removal, harvesting, and pollution and climate change contribute a greater pressure on biodiversity loss. Indirect human drivers. Come on, what are those include? Demographic, economic, technological, cultural, and religious factors. What are the indirect human drivers which are damaging biodiversity? Include demographic, economic, technological, cultural, and religious factors. Okay, these are the main problems to biodiversity. So next, another important thing is, even though new species are being discovered, that is a one thing. One additional, when little hope is some new species are discovered. There is a little hope for adding new species through speciation into the biodiversity treasure. New species, very little new species are, but extinction is more, but evolving new species are very less. That is a little hope to biodiversity treasure. So next, monsoon failure, global warming. See, suppose monsoon are not in a proper way due to pollution, global warming, depletion in ozone layer, landslides in hilly states, pollution are a few indirect effects of human activities which results in the loss of biodiversity. What is that? Monsoon failure, global warming, depletion in ozone layer, landslides in hilly states, pollution or indirect effects on human activity results loss of biodiversity. IUCN, International Union Conservation of Nature. What is IUCN? International Union Conservation of Nature. Red List 2004 documents the extinction of 784 species. How many? 784 species in the 500 years, past 500 years. IUCN, International Union Conservation of Nature. What it's saying, you believe or not, extinction of the species. So 784 species in the 500 years. How many? 784 species in the 500 years. Next, another important one. What I am telling is, it is estimated that current rate is biodiversity loss is 100 to 1000 times higher. You believe or not, current rate is 100 to how much? 100 to 1000 times higher than the normal naturally occurring extinction rate. 100 to 1000 times means how many? 10 times increased. So, loss of biodiversity, immense impact on plant and animal human life. So, what I am telling is, so this loss of biodiversity has an immense impact on plant and human life. Next, the negative effects include dramatic influence on the food web. So, in a group of chains, food web will be affect negative impact, food chains. Overall, what will happen? Further, it leads to overall reduction in biodiversity. So, food web disturbed, food chain disturbed, food web disturbed, food chain disturbed. Then what will happen? Food web means what? I said already, it's a group of food chains. For example, grass, grasshopper, snake, eagle. Grass, insects, frog, snake, eagle. So different types of food chains. The primary producers to consumers, consumers to secondary consumers, secondary consumers to tertiary consumers, like that number of food chains more. So that is called interconnect, linking between the food chains togetherly form food web. So this loss of biodiversity affects the food webs. Food webs affected in the sense automatically affects the food chains. When the food chains affected, that will be overall, what happen? The overall reduce or reduction in, which one? Overall reduction in biodiversity. So this is a point you should have to remember. So reduced biodiversity leads to, this is a very, very important. Reduced biodiversity leads to, what will happen? To immediate danger for food security by reducing ecosystem services. So immediate danger for, what is that? Reduced biodiversity leads to immediate danger for food security by reducing ecosystem services. By reducing what? Ecosystem services. These are all points you should have to remember. So biodiversity is a very, very important for us. Any disturbances, any problem, so that will affects our ecosystem services. We can't get the food, we won't get the air, we won't get the pulses, we won't get oxygen. So many medicinal plants, all will be damaged or we won't get. So these are the immediate danger for food security by reducing ecosystem services. Next, come to another important, that is called hotspots. Another important topic. What do you call that is hotspots? What is hotspots? Hotspots are areas. Hotspots are areas characterized by with high concentration of endemic species, high concentration of endemic species experiencing high concentration of endemic species experiencing unusual rapid rate, okay, very important, rate of habitat modification loss, unusual rapid rate of habitat modification loss. So hotspots are the areas characterized with high concentration of endemic. What is endemic? Where they are living, there itself, we can't see another area, the animals or plants, endemic species experiencing unusual, what is it, unusual rapid rate of habitat modification loss, unusual rapid rate of habitat modification loss. Norman Mayers defined hotspots are regions that harbor a great diversity of endemic species, okay, endemic species, very important point, at the same time have been significantly impacted and altered by human activities. What is called endemic species, okay, endemic species, and at the same time have been significantly, what I said, significantly, okay, significantly, what is that, impacted and altered by, impacted and altered, impacted and altered, okay, like this, very altered by human activities, by humans. What I'm telling, according to the Norman Mayers, one of the great scientists, Norman Mayers, defined hotspots are regions that are harbor a great diversity of endemic species and at the same time have been significantly impacted and altered by human activities. Significantly impacted and altered by human activities. That is called hotspots. So hotspots define regions that harbor a great diversity of endemic species. Great diversity of endemic species, and at the same time have been significantly impacted and altered. Same time, significantly impacted and altered by humans or human activities. So that is called, that particular such kind of areas are called, what are called, hotspots. Such kind of areas are called hotspots. Okay, children. So what we discussed in this class: forestry, teak, sandal, oak, sal, how these are, okay, disturbing our biodiversity. So in forest resulting loss of other forest trees. Only we are concentrating on this. But what about other trees? Natural threats: forest jungle fires, tree fall, landslides, defoliation by insects and locust attack. So a lot of biodiversity mainly because of human activities. Reason only loss of biodiversity is going on. Especially land, water, organisms and are indiscriminately exploited by human beings. The direct attacks on human biodiversity are change in local land use, species introduction or removal, harvesting, pollution, climate change, okay, contribute a greater pressure on biodiversity loss. Indirect human drivers include demographic, economic, technological, cultural and religious factors. Monsoon failures, global warming, depletion in ozone layer, landslides in hilly states, pollution are indirect effects in the human activities. So, but new species, little hope is there. New species is evolving, but it's adding to the our biodiversity, but it's a very little to our treasure to biodiversity. So, effects of human activity results loss of biodiversity. IUCN Red List, according to 2004, extinction of 784 species happened in the last 500 years. The current rate of biodiversity loss is 100 to 1000 times higher than the normal occurring extinction rate. So loss of biodiversity immense impact on plant, animal and human life. It will affect the food webs and food chains. Overall reduction in biodiversity. Immediate danger for food security by reducing ecosystem services. We won't get the much benefits from ecosystems. Areas, hotspots, areas characterized with high concentration of endemic species experienced unusual rapid rate of habitat modification loss. So Norman Mayer's defined hotspots are regions that harbor a great diversity of endemic and the same endemic species at the same time significantly impacted and altered by humans. So that also you should have to remember.